devourer of YouTube content. I, like you, follow several other channels on this topic, and quite more often than not, I see several people giving really strange advices. Some of these advices are so strange, but so strange that they are borderline stand-up, or should I say sitting down pure comedy. And I've decided to do this video because a few days ago I saw one very well-known YouTube channel talking for almost 10 minutes in a row, giving one advice that would be a game changer for all the photographers. And the advice is: get a tripod. Don't get this wrong. A tripod is very important for photography, as walking is for humankind. But you don't need to walk to be human, don't you? Of all the advices that anyone can give to you, there's one which is the most striking and very, very ugly. Listen to me very carefully. You are not gifted. So don't surround yourself by your parents and your friends that tell you how good your images are, how prima donna everything is, when it's not. And the sooner you realize this, the sooner you give one step forward. And realize this as well. You are walking a path beaten more than 100 years ago. 100 years ago, young photographers like you were dealing with low light situations, with flash photography, with grain or noise on their images as well. The very same problems that you have today. So what you're doing now, they did it a long time ago. And don't come to me with your stiff upper nose saying, "Oh, this is what I want, oh, this is my vision, I do what I want and I don't care about the rest." This is the loser's speech. And to be quite frank with you, you're not gifted, but you can be great. You can be an excellent photographer, you can be the very best in your hometown, in your country. And for getting there, I can give you two more advices. One of them is a passive advice and another one is a very active advice. And you follow if you want. And my advice to you is, it's rather simple actually, there's not much to it. It's work. Work, 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 work on your photography. Go out, experiment, photograph, take photo after photo after photo after photo and don't stop. It's the only way. There are no shortcuts in photography. That lens that you want to buy, that you think is going to revolutionize your photography, it isn't. That brand new camera that you want that has 600 autofocus points and gazillion gigapixels, it doesn't. It's, if you're not good, you're not good. But you can be excellent, and that is through practice. Go out, get out of your comfort zone. Go out in the street and take images, images after images. Go out, move. These two blokes right here, one of them is playing with the shirt of my own team, that's why I chose this image. They were born with a gift. And even so, they were not the best ones in the world just because of that gift. The gift helped. But there was a lot of dedication, a lot of that work of years and years focusing on that subject, on football. And that allowed them to be where they are at the moment, to be gods of football. And you're not a god of photography, so you need to work, you need to invest and go out and shoot. Get away from your house, get away from your sofa, and go to the streets and go to the middle of the wilderness and shoot. And when you're shooting, do more shooting. And that's it. That's the only way that you're going to get better. Don't surround yourself by people who tell that how good your work is, because as soon as you surround yourself by these kind of people, your work will stagnate. Because if your work is good enough now, or if you're producing masterpieces now, why change? And that's not the way it works. You need to surround yourself by people who actually know about photography, who actually can give you advices about photography, and accept the opinions of your friends, accept the opinions of your father, your mother, your family, but put them aside. Don't judge too much of it. Just shove them aside and ask opinions to people who actually photograph and do images, and value that opinion. And when they say to you, your pictures are not good enough, don't take that as an offense, because it isn't an offense. Take that as a way of learning how to be better. Just go out and shoot more. That's the only way. There are no shortcuts in photography. There is one phrase from Cartier Bresson, which is actually in line with what I'm saying. He says the first 10,000 photos are going to be your worst photos. Given today that we're now in digital photography, I will say that the first 100,000 photos are going to be your worst 1,000 photos. And just accept it. I mean, you learn in photography with the errors that you do, and you're going to do a lot of errors. I do a lot of errors. And I've been shooting for 30 years almost. I started when I was 16, so makes me 33 years of shooting. And even today I take a lot of bad photos. So I take a lot of crappy photos, but that's okay. That's the way it is. If the photographers that you admire will actually show you the complete set of photos that they took to get that one specific photo that they show you, maybe you wouldn't think that much of them. Get out, photograph, image after image after image after image. Don't be afraid. Don't give yourself excuses not to go out. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's cold. Oh, I need to feed my dogs. Oh, I need to be with my... Well, no, you need to be with your kids and your wife. Okay, that one I can accept. But you get the gist of it. Just do it. Go, move, lift your butt out of the chair and get out. That's my number one advice. And my next advice to you, it's the passive one. Pick up as many books. Don't go for YouTube. In this case, pick up as many books about photography that you can and really look at them. Really have a look at them. And for instance, books, I don't know, Edward Curtis, well, Henri Cartier Bresson as well, Steve McCurry. Pick up the 3 books of Ansel Adams, the camera, the negative and the print, and read them. Read them as a Bible. Books of Robert Capa, Diane Arbus, and do a small thing. When you open the book, when you see their images, close your eyes. Literally, close your eyes and then open. And when you open, you take notice that the very first thing that you see on this photo. And then notice where the thing is in relation to the whole photo. And then try it with the next one as well. And then you're going to realize that composition actually guides your look, guides what you see. And this is very fundamental to do a really good image. For instance, you're going to get so good at looking at images that all of a sudden, and I'm going to show you. This is by Edward Curtis. And Edward Curtis was one of the first photographers to photograph the West in the 1900s. I was this morning looking at this image. It's an Indian. And I was also looking at this image. And I know exactly the lens that captured both of them. If you look very carefully, there's this swirly bouquet here. And I'm going to show you an image that I took from a lens more or less similar to this one. And I know that this was taken with Petzval lenses. But I know because I really look at the images, I really thoroughly look at them. So I recognize and I can deconstruct them. But don't take my word for it. Have a look at my small bedside table and you're going to see the books that I have there. So right off the bat, besides my dog snoring, you can see what I have. This is Indian by Edward Curtis. Let me show you. This is the life of Edward Curtis right here. This is the camera by Ansel Adams. I have the negatives somewhere on this pile. Camera work of Steichen. Major photographs by Taschen. And I have several other books around the house. It's not just these ones. These are just on my reach from bed. And don't just see 1, 2 or 3 images. See all of them. And do this with all the books that you see. And to compose a good image, you just need one thing. Well, first of all, to know the rules of composition, and then to build a narrative to it. A good image without a narrative is like a really good, really pretty nice glass, you know, just a glass without anything really good in it to drink. Surround yourself by dozens and dozens and dozens of these books. Don't go to YouTube to search for the photographers, because YouTube will only give you 10 images, 12 images, and it's not enough to see the whole work of that photographer that you're seeing. Buy, I don't know, Edward Bresson's books and see 100 of his images, 200 of his images. Buy Annie Leibovitz books. And you're going to see that these people are masters and that they really can guide your look. So buy their books, and if you can, learn a little bit more from them. So many thanks. Again, thank you for watching this until the end. It was with at a certain part of this video, I had this urge to start laughing because I have a package coming in with a spot meter. And the package is actually stuck in a village or a city somewhere in Asia. And the village is called Chik-lep-kok. Chik-lep-kok. I mean, how bad can this be? So, many thanks for watching this till the end. I hope to see you on a future video, or as we say here in Portuguese, até a próxima. I'll see you next time.